Yo, what up, what up? Hey, it's your boy Big Brandon Carter over here. And today we're doing Ask Brandon. This is the time when my videographer, excuse me, cinematographer, as he likes to call themselves, my cinematographer, can actually take a day off. I'm not saying he's a lazy fuck. I'm just saying he's a lazy shit. But he does a really good job with the videos, so we allow him to get this rest day. And seems like you guys like when I answer your fucking questions. Hey, this channel only has, at the time of this recording, about 4.2 thousand subs. And I don't give a fuck. Like, some people are like, oh man, you should get more subs. It ain't about this, it's about the depth, baby. It's about the depth. I don't know, about half of y'all watch, a little under half of y'all watch every video, which is dope to me, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I'm kind of concerned about. The people keep coming back and enjoying the content, and I like teaching. I feel like I can teach in a different kind of way in this, and I try to make sure there's some value in every episode. And today is all value, baby. Let's get it.
All right, Flex Tony.
Flex Tony
says hashtag Ask Brandon. What do you think the hardest part of being an entrepreneur is?
The hardest part of being an entrepreneur, well, thanks Fresh Tony. Is it Fresh Tony?
Flex Tony. Thanks
Flex Tony. The hardest part of being a entrepreneur, without question, the hardest part is this dick. I'm just joking. The hardest part is it's isolation. Like, people don't really understand you, and they don't understand why you don't have time. It's everything you have to give up. The sacrifice you have to make, and what I mean that is, like, you don't get to go out as much. You got to wake up early. You spend long hours. You're trying to build something, and even your employees don't get it to a certain extent. They understand it, and especially my team. My team, I think I did a good job picking the guys on my team. I'm really happy with them. I feel like we got a lot of A players. But at the same time, they got their own lives and other shit that's important, and I need to respect that, right? You know, because. So it's really the isolation, because you spend a lot of time alone, especially when you don't have employees. If you're a solopreneur, then it's like, it's actually lonely. It's actually lonely. But you know, even now I miss all the barbecues, the parties, quinceañeras, all that shit, because I'm out. I'm working on the business, man. I'm working, man. I'm grinding. I'm hustling, and it's hard on your relationships. Not just like romantic relationships, but that too. Certainly, it's difficult for that. It's hard on your friendships. I'm not the best friend I could be. Cause I miss parties, birthday parties. I'm not the best. I'm certainly not the best family member. It's hard on the best son. You know, I missed my grandma's funeral because I was working. I was not just working, not like she was down the street and I said, oh fuck it, you know, she's gone now, I gotta get this money. It wasn't like that. I was in London and I didn't want to fly back. I had an event, so just missed it. You know, it's shit like that, man. It's like, it's the isolation and no one really understanding you, and you got to be at peace with that. It's difficult, man. It's really hard. Most people, honestly, I think the whole entrepreneurship shit is oversold. You should be an entrepreneur. You know, I think the fucking 99% of these motherfuckers walking around are way better off having a job that they enjoy. I swear to God, because they don't have to take the risk. They can, they don't have to deal with all the frustrations, the pain, like a lot of problems, man, that you got to solve. Like entrepreneurship, business is problem solving. That's basically, if people knew how to make their own pre-workout that was as good as Rebellion, they wouldn't need us to do it. If they knew how to get in shape on their own, they wouldn't need us. You're solving the problem for them. So when you have a business, you gotta think, what problems are you solving? But it's all problem solving. Yeah.
So Blue Chucks. His profile photo is of some Blue Chucks.
Nice.
What are the top 3 books of all time?
The top 3 books of all time. Number 3. Man, Relentless has moved up on my list to number 3. Relentless by Tim Grover. And not because it's well written, but because it gave the mindset of what it takes to be like elite, to be a champion. You know, those of y'all don't know, it was written by the guy who trained Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and you could just get like some insight into what it's like to be like a relentless competitor. You know what I'm saying? And to really go for it. And that's how I see myself. And a lot of people, I thought I was crazy until I read that book, and then I realized I am crazy, but crazy is what's necessary to get to the level I want to get to. Number 2 is Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. And that book changed my life, man. It's just gonna help you really get a lock on your mind. There is a dog that I want to kill. Is he just looking for his master? Is he okay? Oh, that lady's okay. He's just barking at people. Tony Robbins, Waking the Giant Within. That's gonna change your life. That changed my life. I read that when I was 17, and I've never been the same. You know, I was a different person before I read that book. You read that shit, Harry? Nice. The chapter on state control is like the game changer.
Still haven't read Unlimited Power. I still haven't read Unlimited Power.
It's not as good, but it's worth reading. It's worth reading for sure. And number 1, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Number 1, man, I mean, if you only read one book in your life, make it that. It's gonna just really help you in your life. You know, people are like, Brandon, you're so fucking smooth, confident, charismatic. And a lot of it's from that book, man. Just how to make people like you. Here's the secret. Show interest in them, show that you like them, you know. That's basically it, you know. Think from their perspective, how to be empathetic. Most people are selfish assholes when you meet them. And they only think about themselves, they only talk about themselves. And that's, if you want them to like you, let them do that, man. Ask them questions that make them talk about themselves, that you see where they're at, and try to actually really give a fuck. That's gonna help you in business. It's the greatest sales book of all time. It's the greatest dating book of all time. It's the greatest business book of all time. It can be applied to everything, because everything you want to do in life, everything you want has to do with people, right? You want to start a business, you're gonna need people, because you know you can't make money. People have to give it to you. You know, you can't. You want more women. You know, half of the population are people, and you should know how to win them and influence them. You know, like it's the greatest book of all time, in my humble opinion. And then there's got to be this book I just found on the floor. Finish a fight with one move. I haven't read it yet. I just found it on the floor. But this guy's about to get knife stabbed. This guy needs some knife training. Alright, and this guy's wearing a blazer, Clarence Thomas looking bag, and jeans and a blazer. He's about to stab a douche. He's about to stab a douchebag. But this book's gonna show me how to douchebag either. Who's finishing the move? Is he finishing the fight in one? Maybe it's not him. Maybe he's finishing it with his fucking, that's the move, stab. I'll let you guys know. That might make it onto the top 3.
Joshua Thomas says, hey BBC, is it better to use barbells or dumbbells when pressing?
Okay, so I like barbells in general, just for building like the most mass. But I feel like for quality is dumbbells. And let me show you why. I don't have I don't want to take my shirt off, but if you get a further range of motion with the dumbbells. Like you can go further down because there's no fucking bar stopping you, right? You can go further down without hurting yourself, right? Without cracking your fucking sternum. And then when you come up, though, you can squeeze at the top and you get that inner chest. So like it makes, like you don't have to do flies, right? My inner chest is like pretty developed. You almost never see me doing flies or anything. And so Ronnie Coleman said that was his favorite. He said that though after years of being a power lifter first, right? So he built off, so it's kind of like dumbbells are like the chisel. Or like a chisel, barbells are like the hammer. If you're a skinny fuck, then you should concentrate on barbells. I'm sacrificing like the most size for like this quality at this point because I'm already a good size.
Romello asks, how many days a week do you work out?
Hey, what's up, Romello? I work out 5 to 6 days a week. or 4 if I'm too busy, really busy. 6 in a perfect world.
Mazumda asks, is it healthy to eat sausages and bacon on keto? And are you getting enough fiber?
I'm getting enough fiber. I eat like I eat a good amount of vegetables, bro. And also so keto, if you're concerned about the fiber, make sure you just get green leafy vegetables, you know, spinach. You know, I had spinach just a second ago. But also, you can take a fiber supplement. Avocados have a lot of fiber. So I eat sausage, but like you in a perfect world, you would stay away from processed meats. You know what I'm saying, or processed anything, honestly. Yeah, it's fiber, but you also might want to take supplements, digestive enzymes, and probably some probiotics to just cover your bases so you keep your gut health in check.
King Me says, how would you go about marketing a music video or song on social media with Facebook and Instagram ads?
I wouldn't. You know, people don't want to pay for music anymore. I have Google Music,
oh, yeah?
And Apple Music, and I got every song in the world, right? No, yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, like most people.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't, bro. Tell you the truth, man. Like the music, I read an article about the Weeknd, and he says that I mean, it just showed like he made money off streaming, right? So his money gets streamed. But it wasn't really album sales, man, but he made like fucking $90 million or some shit over the last year, and it was mostly shows and shit. Like, cause you put out dope shit. It's a funnel. Like we talk about the marketing funnels, that's how it is for the new music. And you put out fucking music for free, and then you get people to come to your shows. So if I were you, I don't think I would pay for it too much. Okay, I'm assuming you're doing shows, right? So maybe in the city the cities you're doing shows, make a funnel where people can download the song for free, and then try to upsell them on the ticket to your show, your upcoming show. Hey man, yo, because you bought this, because you could download the single, I want to give you, I want to sell you these tickets to my next show for free. I would do something like that. The same funnel system we've been talking about, if you've been paying attention, the marketing funnel. I would do, that's the only way I see it work. But at the same time, man, your cost per, your CPA is gonna be really fucking high. So you're probably just gonna be losing money at that point. But if it's a city you're going to, you're building fans in that city. So I would concentrate on the cities that you're gonna be touring on, and know that that's how you make money in the music economy now. It's like tours, shows. Like that's like, just look at the, that's how Drake made like the majority of his money, like in sponsorships and shit. But it's touring, man. Like, cause they can't, you know, motherfuckers ain't trying to buy music since Napster, right? Motherfuckers is not trying to buy music. I used to buy music still. I did, like, until the streaming shit came out. Now just Apple Music, I got every song in the world on this shit, and every other song on Google, plus Amazon Prime. I mean, like, I don't never need to buy it. I don't see myself ever buying a song again for the rest of my life. And I don't think that's where music is going. Build your email list though, in the city, of people in the cities that you want to go to.
Yeah, I think basically this question, he was trying to less than like sell songs, more like gain fans.
Gain fans.
So, like,
oh yeah, if you just want to, if you don't mind just throwing money around. Okay, so if you don't care about ROI, like if you don't give a fuck about ROI, return on investment, if you don't give a fuck about that, like making money off it, which is unsustainable, I don't suggest you do this, then what you want to do is, yeah, I mean, still, I would target people in the cities that you want to tour in, because if you're serious about this shit, you're touring, right? Unless it's just a hobby. And just like whoever, yeah, I mean, if you're The Weeknd, you target Drake fans, I guess, right? Or some shit, I don't know, like artists who, think about your target market, think about people who like your song, who you think would like your song, who do you sound the most like, who do you get dinner, who would you be on tour with right now, right? And target their fans on Facebook. That's pretty simple. So that was Ask Motherfucking Brandon. All right, so make sure you ask your questions here, man. You know, hashtag Ask Brandon in the comments, and you know, motherfucking Harry over here will go through them and find them, and we'll get the questions and we'll do it for the Ask Brandon. Do this every week. Try to drop jewels on you motherfuckers. Take advantage. You know, take advantage.